it's like you playing a game with very bad odds. You know what I'm saying?
Extreme.
And if you let a game that much, understand that the game is just a microcosm of the bigger game, which is real life. And you can take the same principles, the same mindset, the same moves into an arena where you ain't got to look over your shoulder, in an arena where the sky is the limit, in an arena where you could make 100 million, you ain't gonna go to prison about it. You know, so it's just like you're thinking. But I just like to keep it real because I know most niggas, you going to prison. You ain't even got no mentor. You ain't got no real game. You going to prison if you try to jump in this shit because the bitch gonna be sharper than you, nigga.
Come on, man. And
You
I'm
know,
gonna say
and these bitches is treacherous, and she gonna smell it on you that you not. She gonna smell it on you that you ain't a cold nigga. So she really gonna try you.
she really gonna try.
These bitches will kill you in your motherfucking sleep, man.
Man, look, this is another thing I'm gonna say too. You know, niggas gotta stop looking up to just the ones that we look up to and look up to niggas like motherfuckers like Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that, because when you start looking at, you know, what could be classified as the white P, the Hugh Hefners, the guy that owned the Bunny Ranch, I forget his name. These are people that legally
Figured it out.
have hundreds of women paying them. Not 5,
Man.
not 10.
That shit. Look at the porn industry.
Come on, man. They
got these
doing
bitches on the contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. And so when we start thinking on a higher level, it makes a nigga think like, oh, how can I get my business straight? Because if I got a game to attract the female, all I need is the business savvy. That's what I'm missing.
Yeah.
Clearly, this 80-year-old man ain't out here every day screaming in these 18-year-old bitches, but he created a value with a brand that he built over time that was so powerful, he ain't got to go look for the bitch. The bitch looking for him.
And let me tell you what, man, I love how you talking, man. I love to hear shit like this, especially for somebody like you, because you really people gonna listen to what you're saying. And I say this shit all the time, man. That's real game. I tell niggas all the time, like, you scared to break out of that small ass little pond you call the game, because the only game you can sell is to a little stupid bitch who don't know no better. But can you, if you really got some game, can you step out into the bigger arena, which is life and business, where it's big game running, and can you stand? Most of you niggas can, and you know that. That's why you stay in that little pond.
That's why
and convince that little retarded bitch to give you some money, because you really don't got no game. If you didn't elevate past the game, it's because that's where your game stopped. But the whole world is a game. It's big game that these corporations is running, the politicians is running. They running heavy game, bigger than anything we could ever see. So if you can't get out in that arena and really play for real, then you never had really that much game in the first place.
Preach. And that's like, that remind me of some Ice-T said one time, and he was like, yeah, I used to be a pimp, and now I'm trying to pimp on the world. I'm trying to pimp on, every opportunity. And so I think at this space in my life, that's just really where I'm at with it. Like, I feel like, man, I gave everything I could give to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I gave everything that I could give to the streets. And I feel like the only reason I'm still even alive or survived this long to talk about some of the shit I talked about is because I got a higher calling. You know what I'm saying? And I know I can communicate well. And I know that I got a lot of talents that people can identify with. So it's important, for me to speak and do certain things to show motherfuckers like, man, it's okay to try other shit. Like, it's okay. And you might fail. You gonna fuck up. I fuck up all the time. I done ran through several bags trying to figure out what the fuck I'm trying to figure out. But I know it's for the greater good. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real. That's real, man. I love what you're talking about, because, man, that's what I'm all about. Personal development, evolution, evolving, reaching your potential, striving for it, getting uncomfortable, understanding, you're going to fail your way to success. So that's all I'm preaching. So when you say shit like that, and I know a lot of people look up to you, and you cool in their eyes, when they hear you saying it, they're going to be like, okay, well, shit, that's some shit I can get behind. Because I hate when these niggas get in my motherfucking inbox talking about the game, man. And I'm just like, man, I'm not going to be the nigga to turn you on to some shit I don't believe in. I'm not gonna fuck your life up, man. Because if you was my son, I'm not gonna give a nigga some advice that I wouldn't give my son. You know what I'm saying? So shit, if you want that from me, you ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to give you enough that's gonna get you ahead enough to get your head cut. Because unless I'm finna walk you through it for a long period of time,
it ain't gonna happen,
and that's gonna be on me. So I'd rather not give you a smidgen to get you no money, so you don't even, can't even get your head cut.
Yeah, you don't even get addicted or hooked to this shit.
Exactly.
Because you ain't gonna even have a stomach for this shit when you really get that.
Come on, man. It's treacherous. These hoes is treacherous, man. You're dealing with a lot of women who have a whole lot of trauma, which means they don't got a lot of feelings.
Mm,
You understand me? They've been through a lot of things, and if you ain't ready for that, if you ain't got the coldness, man, you're gonna get ate up.
no.
You know,
And no, let me
spiritually,
go even further.
spiritually.
In 2024, because of not only the trauma, but the lack of mentorship from the new era of mothers is dramatically worse. Because if you rewind at least, let's say probably like your mama or my mama or the mamas before that, you know, it was still a sense of morals and ethics more so than it
Yeah,
is now. You
yeah,
go on
for
the
real.
internet now, a bitch mama twerking with her. A
Yeah,
bitch
man.
mama might be working in a strip club with her. A bitch mama might have an OnlyFans with her. This bitch mama, 40, got a BBL right now, got an OnlyFans just like her daughter who 19. That's what's going on now. So where the fuck this bitch gonna learn how to treat a nigga from?
Man, yeah, and so it's like, and you trying to teach a motherfucker the basics, right? You know, and you used to be able to find them, be like, oh, she gonna be a good one because she already got the. Now you ain't even finding that. And I say this too, also, I can remember shit when I was getting into some shit, you know, moving around, and I've never pimped in my life, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, I've
Mm-hmm.
been around the game and shit like that, but you know, back when I was coming up, it was like a year or 2 years max for they called it pimping and pandering, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like this. I could go get some cocaine, I could go sell drugs, I could go get me a bitch. Cocaine, that's 10
Mm-hmm.
years. A bitch, man, at the worst case scenario, man, that's a year. Okay, I could do that. Guess what? They changed the laws. Now, for that bitch, you get the same time as the cocaine, 10 years. And when you get out, come register as a sex offender, nigga. So now, does it make sense? It don't make sense to me. If you could get 10 years of your life for fucking with these hoes, ain't no amount of money worth that to me. It's not worth it.
Ain't no bouncing back from them 10, man. You know? Mentally and physically, they can take you. I think I've seen a few questions. Hold on. It's Pimpin' Fat, what's going on with it? Man, you speaking over there though, man. You speaking over there.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking at the sky. Yeah, hey, matter of fact, before we jump off too, man, tell them about, you got your music, man, you doing great art, man. I might have to grab something from you,
Mhm.
man. Tell them about the things that you're doing and moving forward, man. I just seen you on some podcasts. I just seen you pushing forward, man. Let them know what you're doing right
Um,
now.
man, for me, everything is about the brand. Game for sale is kind of like my brand. It's kind of like my movement. So like, I got the one page where I kind of entertain people with shit just related to game related shit that I feel like is entertaining. Even showcasing people like yourself who bring knowledge or whether it's funny shit. And then like my 2D TV page is more of a page where I'm speaking, I'm dropping gems and giving knowledge and information, and then I'm dropping the music. And then we got the game for sale artwork page where I literally drop the art like what you see on the wall. So basically, man, my whole concept was I had gotten a space for a long time where I felt like the world is changing, right? And I saw social media was changing. So I was like, I'm a multifaceted type of person, multi-talented type of person. I need to divide different sides of me and create separate platforms, but they all gonna eventually coexist and work
Right.
together. And so once I identified that, I saw where the internet was going, and I'm like, this is gonna be the perfect way to build because right now I feel like when it comes to music, it's hard to break an artist unless you got hundreds of thousands of dollars just to keep flushing down the toilet like the label because people attention span too
Right.
short. You feel me? So I felt like, man, it's more important for me to focus on these brands. So right now, man, I'm just, constantly building with this art, with this music, and just trying to build something that's just gonna stand out and be unique forever.
Man, that's what's up, man. And I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. And if you ain't building a personal brand in 2024, man, you doing something wrong, man. Because I read a book always called "1,000 True Fans," man. And if you all you need, you don't gotta have millions of followers. If you have 1,000 true fans, you can make millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So,
Come on, man. For all those people who think you gotta
right.
have a record deal or
Nah,
a big
nah,
contract, like he
nah,
just
not
said,
these days. Not these
not
days.
these
Not at all.
days, man. If 1,000 people a year give you $50 to $100, man, come on,
Yep.
man,
And
come
they
on,
will. Shit,
man.
I don't care who it is, who you are exactly right now. It's at least 1,000 people around the world in the United States who be like how you are. Oh, I fuck with him just for him. I like his style for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to put yourself out so you can, attract. And the beautiful thing about the internet, man, I love the internet. You can find those people. I love the internet. It's like free money out here, man. So shit, it's so much opportunity. I wish people would just really look at it. Back in the day, you might have thought you didn't have no options, man. There's so many options now, man. There's so many
What?
ways to make money. It's like it's no excuse. If you taking a quote unquote easy way out, you're really taking a hard way.
Come
I'll tell
on.
you how easy this internet money is, man. I'd have made more money in the last 9 months than I made in the past 6 years on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Just talking shit.
But now, this is why I say it wasn't because you was just talking shit. The fact that you had the experiences
That's
that you've had over the
100%.
course of your life
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
set you up
That's
and
the
put you in
that
position.
you said it. You're 100% because it was those experiences that are invaluable to me that
Boom.
give me the wisdom and the experience to even say the things that I'm saying.
Invaluable. And not only did you have the experiences, unlike many, you have so much that you could show a motherfucker, and they could sit there and look and be like, not only is he just talking this shit, look at how he living. I'm
Yeah,
inspired. I'm
yeah,
motivated. Look at where he's traveling to. Look at what he's saying, but look at the background of where he's saying it from.
yeah.
This is inspiring to me. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man, and that's why I'm really careful about trying to when I speak on the game and things like that because I know people listening. I want to make sure I send the right message, and point somebody in the right direction, rather than the wrong direction. Because the wrong ideology, man, can take you off your life track for 10 years and waste 10 years before you figure out you went down the wrong path.
Facts. Facts.
All right, let me get let's before we end, let's put some questions in here for him or for us, and we're gonna answer a few questions before we get up off here, man. And it's been a pleasure, man. I feel like we done kicked some heavy game. We gotta do this again. We might gotta sit down and do this in
Most
person.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Most
We done kicked
look,
some heavy,
look.
and we just really scratched the surface. Whenever I get to talk about the game, man, I can talk all day, all night.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When we decided to do this, I told him from day one. I said, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I already know how you coming, so I know this ain't gonna be no difficult conversation to
Yeah.
have. It's gonna be, and the whole way through, I think I can say for y'all, it's gonna be entertaining. It was educational, and it ain't been no dull
Nah,
moments. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
for sure, man. Shit, I want to watch this shit back myself.
Let's go. Who got some questions, man? Hold on, what they saying? Can I look good
Man,
on you?
put some questions in the comments, or we just gonna jump off. Put
What
some
are
questions.
somebody said? What are the best investments to make if you're trying to lead the game? I'll let you answer first, and then I give my answer.
Man, I'm gonna give you two things. The first one, and this is what I tell everybody: the best investment you can make is in yourself to become the type of individual that can do anything he's supposed to do. See, what a lot of people do is they want the plan to get the money. Man, nigga, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't did nothing consistently in your life for a long period of time. I could give you the best plan. It's 100 courses online. You done probably bought some and you didn't follow through. So what makes you think if I tell you right now, you're gonna do it? Invest in yourself, develop your habits, your consistency, your mindset, right? And when you develop your mindset, your consistency, your discipline, then you can choose whatever you want. You're gonna be successful at it. But you won't be successful at anything if you don't get that right first. And most people don't got it. Every day you wake up, you doing shit that you shouldn't be doing. Every day you wake up, you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you don't do it. You ain't stuck with nothing for 3 months in your life, man. So get your habits and your consistency and your discipline right. Work on that first. Become the best you, and then when you the best you, anything you touch gonna turn to gold. But if you skip steps, you always gonna have to come back to number one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's crazy because like, this how you know I identify with him a lot. I was gonna say the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
because
I
we
was
because
gonna,
we all because we all know.
yeah, like, bro, it ain't no investment I ever made that was better than in myself
Oh man,
because
that should have give you 1,000-fold.
yeah, every other thing in life, is gonna change. That's just like right now, motherfucker. I could tell you, hey man, invest in this stock or invest 6 months down the line, that shit might nosedive. But when you investing in yourself, you can
Facts,
never lose. You didn't make
facts,
motherfuckers ain't
man.
forgot that you got that experience or that knowledge or that what
Yes,
that shit gonna follow you
forever.
forever. And
That's the only investment you can't lose, and is in
is in
yourself. And
your
I say,
self. And I would also say, one other thing, just make sure you passionate, hopefully about some of your first investments of whatever you think. Because a lot of people just get into shit. Like I had homies when the Airbnb shit got hot. They don't give a fuck about no Airbnb shit. But they was like, oh, I can just make some fast money, man. I'm gonna give me some Airbnb. Because they had no passion to learn and educate themselves about it, it became a failed investment. So I would say anything you jump into, make sure that you have some form of passion for it outside the money because it's gonna require work. And I think the only thing that keep me even motivated when it comes to the
Man, that's
internet, when it
real.
comes to building platform, I'm passionate about this shit.
Nah,
So it
that's
don't
real.
feel like work.
That's real. That's real. Yeah, that's like the cheat code. I think Steve Jobs has said it. A lot of the greats have said it. Work on some shit that you passionate about, because then it ain't gonna feel like work, and you gonna have to put that work in on anything if you want to be successful. But I mean, if I had to give you a tip, and I give this to people in my, oh yeah, and jump on my program. If you're looking to get your habits, your discipline, your mindset right, shit, jump on my motherfucking program. Hey, everybody need a coach. You know what I'm saying? You can't see the picture from inside the frame, right? You got a lot of things that you need to work on, but you can't see them. So that's why you got to get a coach. You need somebody to hold you accountable, man. So, think about my program. But I'll say this though. No, I ain't gonna say that. Y'all got to tap in. If you really want a business, if you really want a business investment, is something that I really think, a lot of people can do to make money at home. You can DM me, because I don't want a bunch of motherfuckers trying to, DM me
Hmm.
about that.
You
What
gotta
other questions?
you gotta pay for the game. It's
Yeah,
game
yeah,
for sale, man. You gotta pay for the game,
hey,
man.
that's a hell of a slogan
Hey,
too.
I appreciate it, man. I've been screaming that shit since I was a kid, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, that's $1 million slogan right there. What other? How important is credit? Let me tell you what. Credit is so motherfucking important. Let me tell you, especially, and I
Woo!
know we can relate. If we was in the motherfucking game and understood about motherfucking credit with all the motherfucking money we had, I can show you right now how to get $250,000 worth of funding if you got the right type of credit, right? And what can you do with 250? You could go open a business, right? Most businesses fail because you don't have the proper backing to make that business a success. You don't just open a business with 100,000 to have an idea. That's not how real business works. You
Preach.
have to be able to lose money for a period of time until it gets to bubble, until you get the customers, until your shit bubble. You don't really understand that. That's why most businesses fail. But when you have 250,000, you have the money to sustain for a period of time. And you don't want to use your own money, because then that's how you go to zero. And it's really hard to get back from zero. But if you have some credit, man, that was never your money to begin with. You get what I'm saying? So credit is very important. And like I said, you want a business opportunity, hit my motherfucking DM. What you got to say about how important credit is?
Man, I'm gonna give a motherfucker even more in depth story for for the multitude of my 20s. I wish I would have knew that properly, because when investing in my music, I would go hustle my ass off, smash the
Right.
streets. And I'm talking about 50,000, 75,000, 100,000. I'm putting into my music. What did I do wrong? I didn't have no LLC. I didn't set myself up to pay my taxes properly. I'm investing all this money, what I could have been writing off and using they motherfucking money and keeping my 50,
Yeah.
75 to the good over here.
Yeah.
That's why it's important for you to understand credit. Because if you don't have that personal credit together, you won't be in position to say one day you're going to want to be like, oh, I just zeroed out my personal credit. Now I'm just working off this business credit and I'm able to, boom, fuck this LLC. I'm going to
Yeah.
create another one. Get
Yeah.
another 100
Yeah.
bands. Get another 200 bands and try something
Right.
else.
Most people, you just got to think about that. How successful could you be if you had 250K right now? If you say, let's just say you wanted to be an influencer, or you wanted to market yourself, build a personal brand. If you could get 250,000 alone, how much faster and how many more resources and how professional you could do it, and all the right editors and all the right places and all the right. You get what I'm saying? Like, and what you guys don't understand is most of the people down here in Miami, like the podcast studio I went to, that's how they doing everything. It's off of these loans that they get, and that ain't even no slick shit. I would say it's slick shit, but it's legal. You know, I would say it's slick shit, but it's actually legal. They just got a bunch of different companies. Some of them go under, and it really don't matter. And that's how they able to stay ahead. When you see these people doing this stuff, they not doing it like, regular people do it, hustling to do it. No, they're able to just do it the right way, and that's why they're able to be successful. They're not even using their own money. So
I
get your
think
motherfucking credit right.
I think the problem with the black community, for sure, more than any other community, is we were taught to believe credit is
Yeah,
bad, debt is bad, and because we weren't taught to understand, no, debt isn't bad. It's bad when you create debt that you ain't doing shit with. You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? You
A
didn't
bad,
create a
a
debt.
fucking car loan with 22% interest that depreciate every
Yeah.
day.
You didn't gotta a $20,000 credit card. You just swipe for all the fly designer you want. What
Yeah.
if you took that same $20,000 credit card and opened up an Amazon store or
Yeah.
some shit and sold
Yeah.
shit with the 20K? But we were just trained and programmed to think, oh man, I don't need or fuck credit. I'm a boss. I don't need no motherfucker.
Right.
I got
I used to
cash.
buy every fucking car cash, and I used to think that was some boss shit. And I was like, oh, now I'm like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. I could have been making
What?
good credit, no down payment, small
What?
payments a month, and invested that chunk of money into something that was producing.
Preach.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how you got to start to think. You don't want to use your own money for much. You know what I'm saying? When they'll
Man,
give you
these
money.
business people don't use their own money
No.
for damn
And
near
and and that's
nothing.
and that's why when a company fails, it don't matter because that was the business credit. That's not my
That's
entity. That's its own
not my
entity.
personal
It's
shit.
it's
I'm just
it's
gonna start
especially when
another
you
one.
got some property. It's the debt is on the business that it generates. You know, so I mean, this is the things that I've learned being in different circles, buying mentors. You know, I got some mentors that make $1-2 million a month. You know, these are the things that's just common knowledge to them. But if you ain't willing to put your bread down to learn from these type of people, man, it's gonna be a
Y'all gotta
long road for you.
tap in and buy some of that Goldie
Man,
game,
come
man. That Goldie
come get the
ratio game,
mentorship,
man.
come get the mindset, and then I got something for y'all in the game. If y'all want to understand, the game guy mindset, I got the game guy mentality course. I got something for everybody. And let them know what you selling over there.
Oh man, look, first of all, make sure you get you some art. I'm gonna show you a few of them on the wall, just examples of a few things that I got. But I'm always creating, I'm always selling art. We also got the game for sale merch. You know what I'm saying? You can log on to my Instagram shop, get you a t-shirt, get you a hoodie, get you a coffee mug, whatever the fuck. And make sure you tap in and get my album. I got an album right now, Grateful for the Game, Chapter 1. If you
Okay, that's
like
what's up.
if you like, for those who never heard my music, man, it's soulful, it's lyricism,
It's got
and
a
it's not just
message.
about game, man.
Yeah,
It's really life
you
game,
got
gang.
a you got a
Seriously,
message for sure.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. We go. Hey, man, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you on. We definitely gonna have to do this again, man. I'm gonna send you this as soon as it download. I'm gonna send this to you, and man, I'm gonna get my editors on it, man. We gonna have some viral
Man,
shit.
we got to, man. We got to do this again, man.
Man, yo,
Listen,
it's nothing, man, because I know like you, man. I'm trying to do more podcasts and shit like this. So for me, lives is just sharpening the tongue and sharpening my wits, for when I finally get to where I'm going, I'm gonna be prepared. So should we do this anytime? You just let me know.
man, look, we gonna figure out how we can at least do this once every couple of weeks or once a month or
Oh,
something.
let's do
You
it.
know, just because I think the people need to see people who got game and a certain ideology,
Yeah, we got a
but they
different
they can see it
perspective
from
they
a
not
positive
hearing.
space. You know. Let me send some clips for y'all. Okay, but man, again, I appreciate you, man. Much
Appreciate you.
love. Tap
And
in, man. I'm out this
respect. I'm
motherfucker.
gonna holler at you. I got your line. I'm gonna send you over this as soon as it download. It might take a minute because it was long, but I'm gonna get it to you though.
Okay, appreciate you.
All right. Fun.